What's up, everybody, and welcome to episode 6 of the Lollipodcast. And I'm joined today, again, by Trombonerist.
The worst co-host in the world.
He really is. He screws up the intro every time, but hey, I think we got it going this time. Anyways, we also have Jezer.
Hello,
Oh, fuck.
it is me.
He's here again.
Yep.
But who cares about us? Because we don't matter. Do you know who matters? My boy Kyle. What's up?
Going on? It's ya boy, Booty Boy, for you, here to eat my own booty.
I think that's the best introduction I've ever heard.
Oh yeah.
Well, welcome, man. How you doing?
Doing great. Be doing better if I was eating my own booty. Alright, I'm gonna stop saying things.
For an hour and a half, he's just like
eating your booty.
he's just talking about eating booty the whole thing. He's like, hey guys, you guys ever tasted booty? He's like, we're talking about video games here. Like, no, but did you ever taste it? Shut up, Kyle.
Have you never heard about the game where you eat booty? I'm just saying.
It's like that one community-made game on Steam.
Which one? Lollipop, like 8 of them, you mean?
Oh god. You know, in the last episode when I was talking about how we gave way too much fanfiction material? We need to stop.
Oh my god, yeah.
I don't remember.
Oh god.
We need to
no.
stop, because we're putting fuel in the fire right now. Somebody's writing a
It's only like one
fanfiction
of your
somewhere.
That would be me, Lollipop.
Oh
Like
shit!
one of your girls.
It's
I'm ready.
Kyle. We should have known. We should have never got him here. He's gonna know everything.
Dun, dun.
Don't let him. Kick him out of the
Don't
call
worry.
quick.
You don't need to kick me out of the call. You need to kick me out of your closet.
Wait, what?
Wait, what?
You were in my closet and I took the doors down.
And you haven't closed all the doors in your house. I'm just saying.
No, my closet
Ooh.
doesn't have any doors on it. I took those off. I'm not kidding.
Hey, Trombone. Look behind you.
I can't. There's a wall.
Dun dun dun.
What's
I
on
am-
the other side of
I am
the wall?
Someone else's closet.
Kyle's just there in that closet.
He's in the master closet.
Oh no, I'm watching your parents right now.
Well, you're
Let's
watching my
not talk about
puppies.
this.
They're not
You want
sleeping. They're not
Is that what
sleeping,
you call your
Trombone.
parents?
Oh my god. Alright, let's actually introduce him
Alright.
though and tell people who you are for those of you who don't know. So yeah. His name's Kyle,
Friend.
or Booty Boy, or Tony, whatever you want to call him.
What?
Tony is my name now, apparently.
He can't even decide what his name is. So,
He's my only friend.
Oof.
there, yeah, because I'm not his friend. Fuck Trombone. I
I've
hate
only
him.
known him for almost all my life.
Only for like 7 years, 8 years now.
That's close enough.
That's about
Been-
that's about
It's
right.
been like a couple weeks.
No, it's been about a few hours.
Yeah, they actually
Right.
met today.
Actually, we just met like a second ago. I didn't know who he was till we started the podcast.
Oh
What are you
my-
talking about?
Exactly.
now you're just
exactly.
confusing people.
What do you mean?
Okay,
No, I'm
okay.
not.
Like,
Yeah.
let's be legit though. I've known Trombonerist here for like 8 years. Back when he was still Depths of Fear. Actually, back when he was still like Storms or something.
I can go through a whole
Storms.
freaking history of my gamer tag if we really need to.
It's
Oh,
not.
that sounds
No,
very
no, it's
interesting. Go ahead. That's
sucks.
yeah. I'm sure everyone wants to hear that.
Yeah, YSKZ Store was
Alright.
the first gamer tag. That's all it has to be.
Though all you need to know about me is that I work at a GameStop. If you're from Canada, you'll know that it's like EB Games.
Yep.
I remember
But
we used
yeah.
to have EB Games here in New Jersey. Then it got turned into a GameStop.
GameStop used to be an EB Games.
Yeah,
I know.
weren't they like the same owners or something?
GameStop bought EB Games.
Oh, okay.
And they merged.
I gotcha. Okay.
Honestly, the GameStop I go to that's closest to me kind of sucks. I'm not gonna lie. I don't like the people there. They're very mean.
So if you work in a job like GameStop, you become mean.
Well, no shit,
well,
a lot.
anything with fucking customer service. We talked about this for a good
I really
while
want to quit my job. but
on the
that's
first
okay.
episode. Oh yeah, you're searching for jobs right now, aren't you, Trombone?
I'm looking. I'm not 100%, but I'm looking.
Yeah, because if you guys saw the first episode, you know how Trombone loves his job. So
Oh, I love it. It's beautiful.
yes. But yeah. Anyways, so yeah, Kyle's also been a viewer of mine on my stream for a long time, and he's definitely
Chloe.
the person who supported me the most on the stream. So I just want to put it out there, make you the good guy here, because you are definitely a a part of the reason I'm able to do this every day, or almost. So there we go.
He remembers Go Rod Crovey.
I'm glad.
Garrod Crovey. Hey, you know what? They actually fixed it.
They did?
Yeah. I don't know if we mentioned it on the podcast or anything. If you guys don't
we
know,
mentioned that they weren't going to.
they did. Like, the update was live. They fixed it.
We need to go play it again.
So, like,
Even
3
though-
years later, they patch a soft lock that prevents you from completing the game. Thank you, Call of Duty. Better late
Damn.
than never, I guess. But yeah,
Nah.
just throwing it
It's
out
better.
there.
It's better if they did it, when it was first discussed and when it mattered the most.
Yeah.
But it's Call of Duty. Take
Well,
your time.
they were doing BO4, and now that BO4 was a failure, they're like, alright, let's go fix the good game.
Oof,
Let's
yeah,
put
man. Like,
Zombie Chronicles 2 is just all the DLC maps for BO4.
Man, they basically confirmed that DLC 4 was gonna be the last DLC for BO4. Did you guys see the trailer or anything about it?
No.
Yes, I saw it.
I'm
Well,
already
only the one
disappointed
for
enough.
zombies, though.
How do you feel about it?
I don't know, because I don't really know the entire story
Yeah.
of the entire Eater story, but all I know is that, like, the dudes from, like, the cryo machines are, like, the people from, like, Transit and stuff.
Yeah.
And I didn't at all understand why there were, like, 2 Takios and 2 Dempseys, and, like, why the
Whoa.
fuck were they 2 of them? But I mean, I know there's, like, parallel universes and shit, but I don't know.
Well,
The
didn't you play Nuketown? The Alpha Omega map a little bit?
Well, I mean, I played with you when it came out, and that's it.
Okay. Because they merged the two crews together, basically. I
Okay.
think it's not even the storyline for me, it's the way that they did the trailer. It looks lazy
yeah.
as fuck. Like,
Yeah.
you look at the trailer for Blood of the Dead, for example, okay? And you compare that with this trailer, and it's like, where did it go wrong? Why is it cartoon animated? Like, where did the budget go? Do they not give a fuck about the ending of this story at all? Like, it's a 10 years old story. Fans are expecting something big for the end, and they're cutting budget and making a shitty ass trailer. Like, that's not what you should be doing. You have budget. You're fucking Activision, okay? Like, you should
should've
go out
ended
with a
at-
bang, right?
It should have
But, like,
ended at
this is
Revelation.
Activision.
Well, I guess most people already bought the Black Ops Pass, so they don't give a fuck. They don't have to sell anything to anyone anymore with
They should have
this
just called it the
DLC.
season pass and said "fuck you."
I've never
makes
called
no
it the
sense.
Black Ops, but it's a fucking season pass. It's the same thing.
It's all it is. So
It's just that you can't buy them individually. It's the only thing, but
yeah,
I don't know. I'm kind of skeptical. I'm not sure if it's gonna be great. I'm also confused. Are we gonna be playing as Victus or like what's going on? I don't fucking know. Like, some people are saying that you'll be switching characters in the Easter egg or whatever. I'm like, I don't know. It seems
See, the thing
weird.
is, I don't understand the story. They have Nikolai being the main protagonist. There was nothing to set that up beforehand, though.
Blood of the
I
Dead,
don't-
I guess. That's about it.
Barely.
Because barely, he was just a couple lines of dialogue being against Richtofen, I guess.
Yeah, no, I'm talking about like I'm gonna take Rick Toffin's burden. What the fuck is going on that
Well,
you want to take his burden?
He read
for?
the Chronorium.
Yeah, but the things like they should have kind of like
There should have been a
mentioned or
better
something like that.
explanation, but I guess you could say the same thing for a lot of things in zombies that I believe they don't explain very well in game at all.
Yeah, they should have also added a classified Easter egg, but 150 rounds. I
Oh
could do that
god.
without blue screening.
Well, that's the thing, because, like, the thing is, okay, the cutscene that explains that, the thing that Jezer didn't know about, where the two crews merge together, the thing that explains that is in the ending cutscene of Classified. And the
Yeah.
only way to get that cutscene is to do 150 rounds, which, let's be honest, less than 1% of players will do.
I'm not gonna bother. I hate the game. I don't ever play it.
So how are you supposed to fucking understand why they merge together when you're playing Nuketown? If, like, nobody's done this in Classified. It makes no sense, you know what I mean? It's like,
Yeah.
they rely way too much on online information. They should give the information of your fucking story in your game, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways.
it's a dumb thing.
I just wanted to talk about it because we talked about zombies a lot on the show, and it's coming out soon, so just mentioning it real quick before we go to the main topic. But, you know, also, yeah, I want to just quickly put that in here as well, as they put a teaser today on Twitter, which is a 10-second teaser of Richtofen saying the date that the map is going to be in, like the year.
What was it?
It's 1945. I don't remember exactly the date, but the answers on Twitter from YouTubers was it's the same time as Call of the Dead happens. No,
2000.
Go look at the tweet. I don't know anything about the storyline. Maybe, I don't know. Look, what the guy said, and this guy makes storyline videos for 5 years, for fuck's sake. He knows what he's talking about.
Zaru?
No, he knows, like, he said that it basically confirms that it's gonna be Call of the Dead, which I don't know how to feel about that being the last map in the Ether story, but
it'll probably be Call of the Dead before Call of the Dead early time inside, because Call of the Dead took place in Siberia, if I'm correct. At
yes,
Siberia, broken down 935 facility.
And Nikolai mentioned Siberia a lot in his dialogue in Classified. I noticed.
It's probably gonna be in freaking Call of the Dead, which I don't understand how they're gonna do it. It's not gonna make any sense at all whatsoever.
Like, why make a remake of a map or your last map? I don't agree with it.
It's all this
saves on creative talent.
I guess, I don't know.
It's all the Ether story is, though. It's just remakes of old maps. They should start making new maps. But
see, I had hoped that for the last map they would do something new and big and finish off with a bang, but it seems like it's just gonna be another remake like Nuketown. It's basically gonna be the same thing, and after 2 weeks everybody's gonna be bored of the map and they're gonna go ahead and play Modern Warfare instead. I don't see it being like the big ending everyone is wishing for at all.
How much you want to bet they're going to try and end it, and then all of a sudden in Black Ops 5, hey guys, Primus is back.
Reboot.
Because freaking Chaos Story sucks, in my opinion. I'm not interested in the characters. I don't care for the story. I haven't done the Easter eggs. I just don't fucking care.
And maybe that's why it's just a remake, because they're planning more stuff. Like, Revelations was supposed to be the end of the Ether story back in BO3. Me too, but then they continued on BO4, and now fans are not happy with Chaos, and they're just making remakes in BO4, so maybe the new maps ideas they had, they're keeping them for BO5. Because keep in mind, we talked about this a little bit, I'm just going to go over it for those of you who didn't hear about it in the other episodes, but, Sledgehammer got laid off from the other game, so Black Ops 5 is supposedly the next Call of Duty this year, which means that cuts off a year of development for them, and Treyarch's working on Black Ops 5. So,
they need it.
Basically, them bringing back Ether for Black Ops 5 is an easy solution to the time cut they got, especially after Chaos being not well received. So I wouldn't be surprised if Ether came back in Black Ops 5. That might not happen, but I wouldn't be surprised. Even if it's just a reboot or a side story, or if it's just Victus or whatever, Ether's gonna be there in some way, shape, or form, even if it's not the main crew. So yeah. Anyways, let's move away from that, because we're rambling at this point. Let's introduce the main topic.
Wow. Good
job,
guys.
You still watch cable TV?
Nope.
Nope. Okay.
Yeah, not at all. No.
I'm gonna say yes.
You watch cable TV?
Hold on. I'm sorry. I'm trying to think of what we classify as cable.
Well,
Comcast TV. You get all those channels. That's cable, correct?
Yeah.
Anything that has ads in between, like the big long commercial breaks,
like satellite TV, I guess you could say.
Yeah, I know it's a little weird for me to ask that, but sometimes people are like, no, this is that.
Good to check.
The freaking Amazon Fire TV.
Better to know what you're talking about, yeah.
But yeah, I still do watch cable TV.
Really?
Okay, what do you watch on it? Why do you still watch it?
If I really am gonna watch it, it's either because I'm sitting downstairs with my mom and the puppies, or I am bored out of my mind. The internet isn't working, and somehow my TV is still up. So I'll put on Criminal Minds sometimes, Law and Order sometimes. If I can, I try to watch Family Guy a lot down there.
So it's basically like your background, like whenever you're just chilling in your house and you want to look at something, it's there.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I get what you mean. But it wouldn't be like your main source of. Yeah. Okay.
Definitely not.
So it's just there because you still have it.
Yeah, and plus, why not? It's fun to go sit down there. Like I watched White Christmas on it, actually. The movie White Christmas. It was really good. I watch Hallmark sometimes as well.
Okay. So you still watch it. You two said no. Why?
Yeah.
I just don't have it.
You were like, fuck this shit, I'm not taking that.
I mean, basically, like, honestly, I never was attracted to cable TV. Like it's not my thing.
Yeah.
Was
Like
cable TV
the
not hot?
the most recent time I remember like watching actual cable TV was like freaking kids channel when I was 10 years old or something.
Yeah, same.
Since then, like the internet exploded like right after that,
Yeah.
and all the media became available on the internet. And I mean, my parents got internet, so I just got everything on internet. I stopped watching actual TV.
Oh yeah.
Respectable,
So
yeah.
that's just what happened for me.
What about
Respectable,
you,
man,
Kyle?
yeah. I mean, personally, it's one of those things that like I am tired of ads pretty much everywhere. You know, like if I'm being
Dude.
like, think about it though. Like you go on cable TV, right? You have like you watch a show, you know, it's supposed to be 30 minutes long. It's 22 minutes long.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And like every time you're about to see something interesting in the show, like
Rad.
5 minutes
D-
later, yeah.
Exactly.
And like when you go online, like you might have an ad every now and then if you're not paying for the service, but it's like an ad, not like
At the beginning, at the end, not in between,
Yeah.
not cutting off the action. Yeah.
You know how do you fix that problem? You move to the UK because their commercials, they do 15 minutes of commercials before the program starts, and then they do the full program.
Yeah, I would much rather have that. Because, see, the reason I stopped watching is basically the same thing. Like, as a kid, I would watch, like, SpongeBob and shit on, you know, the TV, because whatever. You know, most recently, I don't watch cable TV myself, but the one show that I wanted to watch, because I didn't want to get spoiled, and it was my favorite TV show of all time, was
I know what it is.
Walking Dead, of course. And I didn't want to get spoiled by my friends at school or anything, so... And also, I wanted to be the first to know about everything, because, you know, high school, I was
Fuck
like,
my
look at me, I watched it before you. Anyways,
It's okay.
so...
The Star Wars Episode 7 movie, I got it spoiled. I got someone's death spoiled because I didn't go see the movie when it first came out. That's why I tend to go, like, if the Star Wars movie or a movie that I'm, like, really interested in comes out, I'll go watch it like the day it comes out. I'll skip school even. I just don't fucking care.
Oh
I don't
yeah,
wanna
it's
be
like,
spoiled.
why would you go watch the Marvel movies? It's the same thing, so you don't get spoiled on Facebook right away.
I waited for Endgame. I'm not a big Avengers guy, so I
Yeah,
waited for
but
Endgame.
if
I
a
didn't
fan
know who
of
died and who
Avengers...
didn't.
Yeah, I know what you
But
mean.
and I know there for me, and I know this is getting out of topic. I'm sorry, I'll let you come back after this. But I know there's some movies that people won't go watch, so I won't have to watch them immediately. So I'll wait a few weeks so it like dies down a little bit, and then I'll go watch the movie. Like for me, La La Land, when that came out back in 2016, I actually waited a little bit for it, and then I
Yeah, but there's
saw
not
it a
much
few
to
weeks later.
spoil in that movie, you know?
Yeah, but I mean,
Like-
some people are really into movie musicals like I am,
Yeah.
and really into jazz like I am. So for me, it's like, don't tell me shit about this. I'm gonna go see it.
Yeah, but, I mean, Walking Dead, it's all over social media. Like, an episode would come out and a big character would die, you would know about it. Even the Walking Dead page would tweet about it, which a lot of
Yeah.
fans were not
I
happy
can't believe
about.
shit.
Yeah, like, it was a lot of controversies when the Walking
Season
Dead
7.
social media actually posted about a character death back in season 4, and everybody was like, what the fuck? The episode isn't even aired in Florida yet or whatever. They've been really bad about that. So I was like, alright, fuck it. I'll pay for AMC. I'll watch the episode live. I won't get spoiled, and like... But what I realized is that I didn't enjoy it as much as I did the other seasons, and I thought it was because the season wasn't as good, but it's because of the fucking ads, man. Like, every time there's a gunshot that goes off, or every time there's a walker that's about to grab someone, or every time there's something that finally happens after they talk for 10 minutes, there's a fucking ad, and it's 5 minutes long. It's 40 minutes of Walking Dead and 20 minutes of the same ads. It's always the same ones, too. Like, it's the same ads, like, 5 times during the hour. It's the same fucking... Like, Verizon. I had never heard about them in my life, but since, you know, it's an American TV show, they put Verizon up there, and they throw it in my face. I'm like, dude, I can't even get Verizon where I live. Shut the fuck up.
I can get Verizon where I live. I'm switching to Fios next week.
I have Verizon as my phone provider.
I'm switching to Fios next week because my Comcast internet somehow it's working tonight. Somehow
Knock on some wood,
But-
Nick.
there's been constant days at a time. It doesn't work all day, and then there'll be one day out of the week that it decides, hey, it wants to work.
Yeah.
And that seems to be Monday. So
But yeah, so
Yeah.
that's basically why I stopped watching TV. And I mean, after that, Walking Dead really went to shit. I don't really have to go over that again, but season 7
Yeah.
wasn't that great, so I just kind of stopped watching and stopped paying AMC subscriptions. But season 5 and 6 I've watched live on TV, and I mean, I'm glad I did, because I didn't get spoiled. But I think I would much rather just wait a couple months, be safe, not follow Walking Dead on any social media, not talk about it, not like follow anyone who talks about it, and just watch it in a binge watch, the whole thing in one shot, and enjoy it like that. Because I recently have been watching season 9. Actually, I've started it.
I need to. I really need to like go back to it because I finished like the first 6 episodes.
You know, I was pleasantly surprised. Like, season 7 and 8 were hard to watch. They really were, and
8 for me was easier to watch than 7.
it was better
7
a little bit.
I'll skip 7. No
But
matter what.
I think them changing the showrunner and everything was the best decision they could have made.
Oh yeah.
See, I'm a huge Rick fan. Like, Rick is
I
my
am as
favorite
well.
character, and
I am as well.
I don't want to spoil anything, but I think they actually managed pretty well with, actually reproduce the comics, even though there are a lot of big changes in season 9. And I was pleasantly surprised, because I was very skeptical. I was like, I'm not sure how that's gonna work out, not, having the same characters and stuff, so I wasn't, I wasn't sure how they were gonna do it, and after season 7 and 8, I really didn't have any hope. I literally stopped watching the show, but a friend of mine told me season 9 is good, and it finally came out on Netflix, so I decided to give it a shot, and I was hooked right away. Like, I was like, oh my god, this is so good. Well, that's a good transition into Netflix. So if you guys don't watch cable TV, what do you watch?
Well, I mean,
Primarily YouTube.
Yeah, YouTube, Netflix. Like, I watch a lot of Netflix. So I watch a lot of like Crunchyroll and stuff like that, and even some Amazon Prime, which is kind of weird. Like, for some reason, Amazon decides to put their own ads in front of shit, which is really annoying for a service you pay for.
Yeah.
But
See, that's what I like about Netflix. There's no ads at all.
Oh yeah, and I mean, I even pay for my YouTube. I pay for like YouTube Premium. I'm one of those weirdos.
Oh, YouTube Red or whatever.
Yeah, they changed its name to YouTube Premium, but like, fucking fantastic.
I think
Like,
there's
you don't
like,
ever pay for ads.
is there good shows on there? Because there's like one show that is interesting to me, or actually 2 of them. But like, I never thought it would be worth it to pay for the subscription to watch those.
Oh, it's really not. Like, any of the shows on YouTube, Red, that I've found have all been trash.
Yeah.
The only reason I keep it, well, the only 2 reasons is, one, because it gives you like, free ad or like ad-free YouTube. But the second thing is, and it gives you like YouTube music, and you can play shit in the background as well. So essentially, instead of paying for Spotify, I already am paying for, $10 a month for this service. That's basically the same.
Yeah, I saw YouTube Music, and I was kind of interested in it because I use YouTube for music a lot. And I was like, well, it's kind of like Spotify, but it's on YouTube, right? So I guess maybe if you get both, it might be worth it. Like, I mean,
you also get Google Music, yeah, which is literally like Spotify. You get all the new releases and stuff at the same time. Like, you want to listen to, I don't know what type of music y'all listen to, but if you want to listen to Drake's new album,
I have a workaround actually that I use at work a lot. It's I downloaded a certain version of YouTube called YouTube Advanced on my phone. Basically, I can watch videos in the background, and I do ad-free stuff, and I don't need to pay anything for it. And I only use it for when I'm listening to podcasts because I don't want to pay for podcasts on my phone and such.
Oh, that's nice. Nobody's gonna pay for our podcast now that you said that.
Well, I mean, I would
not that anyone would, but
it's okay. I wouldn't pay for this podcast either. I'm here.
Wow.
The guy that won't even pay for his own podcast. Great support, man. Appreciate it. Greatest co-host in the world.
Yep.
It's okay.
Anyways.
I'm number 1. I'm the one and only.
So, what about you, Jezzer? What's your go-to for TV shows or whatever?
TV shows, probably Netflix.
Yeah.
Because it's the only one I actually have a subscription for. And I watch a bunch of anime, so Crunchyroll too, but that's pretty much it.
Nerd.
Okay, well, that's
being
cool.
a weeaboo.
Yeah.
Half of fucking Lollipop's chat is a fucking weeaboo. Like, I swear to God, every time I go in, like,
Ooh.
on the topic of anime, like, maybe not in the chat as much, but like,
I mean, I don't
What?
personally watch anime, but
I
I
can't
don't
stand
care about people watching it. Well, no one cares to Nick.
it. No, I
So.
understand people that watch it, and mind you, I've watched. I guess you can consider this anime. I watched Sonic X. But I was
Oh my god, what?
What the fuck do you mean Sonic X is an anime?
No, people consider it an anime, and I don't understand it. It's just a
Nobody
fucking...
does.
No, I have friends that do. And I'm like, what the
friends
fuck?
are
It's not.
retarded.
It's a fucking cartoon.
It
Like,
is a
and-
cartoon. What
and
like
God.
but some people consider it anime, so that's the only one I've ever watched. If you consider it,
that is not an
No.
anime. No, you have not
I
watched
don't-
anime, Nick.
I guess I don't.
You're gonna
want
get
that,
killed in the
I-
comments for that as well.
Jesus
Just letting you
Christ.
know. He gets killed every week. He's man, alright.
I roast myself
I mean-
some nights.
And you don't need to worry about doing that.
We'll take care of it for you this time.
Yeah, don't worry. I'll take care of it for you. I've known you long enough to roast you.
Oh god.
I've known you long enough.
Oh, don't worry. I'll talk about the time I pulled my dick out on fucking I fucking pulled my dick out on a
Skype.
call. Yeah.
On Skype.
What?
That's a good story.
Yeah, that
Oh, man.
happens. I was drunk
What?
and
That
I
was
ended up
New
pulling my
Year's.
dick out on chat.
That was
On
New
Skype.
Year's a long time ago. He
That was
drunk,
like
and I literally was calling like, Nick, call me on Skype. Nick, hey Nick, let's video chat on Skype. I'm like, okay.
no. You were the one who fucking like wanted to go fucking video chat, and I
Did
was
I?
like, yeah,
I
because I
regret
was
that.
drunk as fuck. Yeah, I don't worry. I was
I-
drunk as fuck, and I was like, you know what?
He came with the idea. We started talking normally, and then you're like, hey Nick, let's do my dick. And he starts pulling down his pants. I'm like, what the fuck?
It's like what?
He was trying to get the booty, man.
I covered
Gotta
the
do what you gotta
I already offered to eat that booty multiple times. I'm just saying,
do. He's ready for it.
Donald's booty.
If you're listening to this and you want a free booty ride, let him know.
Wait, what?
Booty ride.
I don't
Is
get
that
this
like-
free ride.
Is that how you say that?
I don't know. What would you call it?
I mean, listen, man. If you wanted to call it a booty ride, I'm all aboard. Like everybody, get all aboard the booty boy train.
Do you have assless chaps or no?
And I want you to know how many fucking pair I own.
Oh,
Like- To my fucking, you see me walking into the gay club, like, man. No, and I feel like I should say this because like my name is Booty Boy for you.
oh yeah.
I actually have a girlfriend, surprisingly, and I'm straight.
Your girlfriend doesn't know who the fuck I am.
Good
Yeah,
lord.
listen, I already made the mistake of introducing you to my girlfriend once.
You need to. No, you
No, don't. That's a bad idea, Kyle. I can agree 100% with
once
that.
already.
He's already done it.
Child-
With an ex. She's an ex now, but
Oh,
Every
that's
time-
why. That's why.
Every time he's introduced me to a girlfriend, she just leaves.
Yeah, because
Oh,
you're
yeah,
like
true.
you're like that
No.
one friend that like you don't want to admit we have, and they're not
Oh
really
my-
your friend.
What?
And then when people
Oh.
ask you, "Wait, are you friends with this guy?" You're like, "He's just a podcast partner. Don't worry about it."
What?
wow, yeah.
No, fucking like. Oh my god, fuck you guys. But,
Okay, Nick. Like I've said that I was friends with you for 8 years. Like
everyone's fucking girlfriend hates me, no matter who you are. Fucking
Everyone's-
Jeremy's ex-girlfriend fucking hates me. Kyle, your first like 3 girlfriends fucking hated me.
I mean, everybody hates you. I hate you. Jezzer
love
hates
me,
you,
shut up.
right, Jezzer?
You don't need to state the obvious.
Fuck you.
Audience,
And-
let's have a vote. Do you hate trombone? Yes or no? Answer in the comments.
and the straw
So
poll
mean.
posted below.
There you go. We'll see what happens. But anyways, you know we love you anyways, trombone, right?
No.
Good, because we don't.
Fuck you.
Fun fact, just to bring it back in a little bit, I've been actually moving away from social media due to spoilers and such recently,
Really?
and the fact that I just don't give a fuck about social media anymore.
Good.
Feel that.
I deleted my Instagram a few days ago. I'm like, I never used it ever. And all it was is every time I looked at it, someone's like stupid facts like, oh, this said actress is fucking pretty. Oh, I'm in Florida. Oh, here's my old man filter. I'm like, fuck this, I'm done. And I just fucking deleted it.
Social media is toxic though, dude.
Twitter, I literally follow one person on Twitter.
Like,
I don't follow any other people that'll spoil stuff.
Yeah, I follow like content creators and stuff. I've gotten sick of the drama everywhere. Like,
same.
Like I had to unfollow Boogie because there was so much drama surrounding him. That's all that would be in my feed. So I had to unfollow him because I was sick of it.
It's still there to this day.
Oh, I know. It's the drama.
Like, what happened with Boogie?
Oh, it's a long story, but you know,
super long.
Basically, people are giving him shit for what he said, but he's like, he defends himself saying that's not what he meant or it was a joke, but like people don't know if he's genuine anymore and stuff, so they don't know if they can trust him, so people are turning on him, and then he keeps fucking up.
I just don't think he's a reliable source of information anymore, and that's because
he's wrong so many times. He can only be wrong so many times before people stop trusting you. That's just what it is.
I can't trust him, and it's not because I hate him. Mind you, like
I
liked him a lot.
I love his content and whatever. I don't think he deserves the hate he's getting right now, but I do understand where they're coming from, and I do understand why it's happening. Yeah, because I feel the same way. I feel like he's been talking for 10 years about mental illnesses and his personal life and his abuse and everything. He's been very open about all of that. And then he goes and insult people who have the same problems, and you're like, what the fuck was that about? You know what I mean? Yeah. It's stuff like that is like, well, is he actually genuine? I don't know. But anyways, let's not get into trauma here, but that's part of the reason why I stopped Twitter, because shit like that would be on my feed every day, and I just don't care. I like the guy, I'll watch his content, and I don't want to know what other people think about him. Especially if it's gonna try to fucking brainwash me into hating him, you know what I mean?
I love how just
no.
I don't think he watches Boogie, that's probably why.
No, I don't know him.
Yeah, exactly. I mean,
I know who he is, but I never really watched anything he's done.
Yeah, okay.
I'm kind of in the same camp as you though, Jez. Like, I know who he is, and I've seen a little bit of his stuff, but like, I don't know, man. But there's so much drama surrounding everybody these days, it seems.
Yeah. Oh, man.
You can't avoid it.
I don't know if you guys heard about Pro Jared, but
oh my God.
most of the stuff on this guy isn't even true.
I know.
He proved that everybody wrong. Like, yeah, like, he never cheated on his wife. He never sent nudes to underage or whatever. Like, all these claims are absolutely false, and like, it's crazy how just social media and someone calling someone out, everybody will just jump on it and believe it right away.
It's really bad in these days.
It is, yeah. And sad.
Like, I know back then when I was 15, and that was like 4 years ago. I used to do a lot of drama. I used to get in a lot of drama. I was a drama starter. I was one of those guys. I was a dickhead. But I look back now, it's like... I wasn't, no. I look back on it now, and I'm like, seriously? Like, people are complaining about this stupid thing. It's not your fucking life. It's not your fucking problem. Stop fucking trying to make it your problem.
Well, see, you're making drama right now. You still have it in you.
I do, but I mean,
don't try and be like, oh, I changed. I don't get involved in drama anymore. I'm an angel. No, look, you're better than you were. I'll give you that.
I've had to call people out multiple times though for starting pointless drama, and I've had to do it recently, and it's just like, why bother?
Yeah, I mean, I had to call you out a couple times too, back then.
I mean, you've called again, and I was a fucking stupid kid. I still am a fucking stupid person, but that's because I still don't know who I am.
There we go.
We're all fucking stupid.
Everybody's fucking... Nobody knows who they are.
No. My IQ is a little bit lower than 100, I think.
If there's one person who's listening who thinks they know who they are, you don't.
Fuck you.
It'll change.
Can we not say fuck you to the viewers? Jesus. What the fuck was that? Talking about starting drama. Now you're starting controversies. We're gonna have Drama Alert being like, Lollipodcast saying fuck you to its own viewers.
Oh yeah.
My popcorn.
I mean, that would give us a boost in views. Whatever, man. Keemstar, if you're listening, go ahead, man. That'll help us out.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm
don't
just
give a
saying, like,
fuck.
out of the
Just
time he
fucking
said
fuck
fuck
you.
you to his own users. Like,
Right?
I say,
I mean,
fuck
like,
you.
He knows what's up.
Keemstar, like, he's just fucking, he's insane. Fast
Is he
as
still
fuck
relevant?
boy.
He's just a gnome. Like,
A gnome? You just called him a gnome.
that's what he is. I mean, look
What
at
the
the
fuck does that
pictures, man.
mean?
The pictures don't lie, man.
Gotta look this up now. Oh.
Did you
Okay,
never
Clean's
see iDubbbz
actually-
video?
No. Oh, do you? No. Like, I've
It's
seen his
amazing.
drama alert on Asian Jake Paul, but like,
Wait,
You
who's
should have
Jake
seen,
Paul?
that was on Rice
Rice
Gum.
Gum.
Yeah. No, you should watch
Oh.
Content Cop on Keemstar. It's like, he goes in a sewer with a gnome and popcorn. It's amazing.
All-Star remix.
I need to watch that again.
Me too.
that's actually amazing.
Oh
That's some
yeah,
good
no.
old shit.
I don't know if you guys saw his most recent video. I think it was really great. Full Force.
Oh God, yeah. I've seen a little bit of that.
That was great, man. Like, it was a documentary, but it was iDubbbz, and like, it was very entertaining to watch and interesting all at the same time. And, like, it did touch on some serious issues as well. Which, I mean, what else can you ask for a documentary to be interesting and funny? And like, he did a very good job. Like, that was a fucking amazing video.
I mean, I honestly wouldn't have expected if you had told me a few months ago iDubbbz was gonna put out a really good fucking documentary.
Exactly.
Like, that'd be true. Because I mean, look at the fucking content this man produces.
Well,
yeah.
when I saw the thumbnail in the title, I didn't click on the video for about 2 weeks, even though it kept getting recommended to me, because I was like, it's just another iDubbbz video, I don't feel like watching that right now. But then, you know, at some point I was bored, and I was like, well, I'll watch this 40 long video or whatever it was, and I'm like, holy shit, that's actually amazing. I believe he should have made a better title to differentiate it from his other videos, so people understand it's something different. Because I just thought it was another, you know, fan boxing opening or whatever, you know. But anyways, the video was amazing.
I think that's part of the problem. I don't mean to cut you off, but who's gonna watch a video if they've subscribed to iDubbbz for his normal fucking weird content, and like, you know, they see this random new type of content appear? A lot of people aren't gonna watch that. Like,
Yeah,
if you
I-
change up your content
Mhm.
style,
Yeah.
I understand it. The thing is, he's still iDubbbz in this video. He didn't change his content. He introduced a new way of presenting it. Like, yes, it is a documentary, and it is not what he usually does, but it still has that iDubbbz charm. Like, you know what I mean?
yeah.
So,
Makes-
most of the comments were like, I never thought I wanted to see this, but I do, you know? And I totally feel the same way. Like, it was a great surprise. Like, some people will start different content for the worst, and other people will start new content for the best. And I think that's the best direction he can go. And so, yeah, props to iDubbbz. I mean, if you ever want to come on the show and talk about Full Force, go for it. But that'll never happen. I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, you never know, man. Never say never.
And that's why I'm saying it. The
Just
invitation's
saying,
here. If you
all
ever see this for whatever the fuck reason, somehow you're invited on the show. Even if it's in 4 years when we're actually relevant. I don't care.
So when I do the trombone episode, can I ask for a video game donkey? He can be in my trombone episode.
We actually talked about getting Donkey on the show before we even started the podcast. We're like, man, we need to get him on the show one day. And Trumbo was like, but we don't even have the show yet. I was like, yeah, but whatever, we should.
These
But-
days.
I don't know if you guys are familiar with Donkey, but
Oh yeah, I fucking love Donkey.
dude, it's the kind of videos you can watch like 10 times and still find something new
Oh
in
my
it.
god.
Like-
Halo
Yeah.
Combat Evolve. Oh no, what is it?
I need to rewatch these. Like,
Halo. What was it called?
Combat.
I'm a black guy. My name Call of Duty.
Dude, that was the best. Oh,
Halo
yeah.
Recap Evolved is what the
Recap
thing is.
Evolved. That's
I
it.
just looked it up.
Evolved. Okay. But have you guys seen the newest one with Have you seen the newest one with Super Mario Maker 2 and the
No.
big green burrito?
No,
I don't
I've seen a lot of his Mario Maker videos, the recent ones. I don't think I've seen that one specifically. No.
I don't watch a lot of his content, to be honest. The Halo ones were like the masterpieces for me.
Oh,
It was
you
weird
should
music
watch more
videos.
of his content. Like anything. The thing is, he can be funny, but he's also like he got good points. Okay, and the arguments he brings to the table are like he puts it in a way that's entertaining and understanding. Like instead of sitting here for an hour on a podcast explaining an argument, he'll just say it. He'll find a good way of telling it through his comedy, and everybody understands. Everybody gets what he's saying, and like it's fucking a 2-minute video that could have been 2 hours for someone else. You know what I mean? He's got this way of transferring information that I think is really interesting, and that's what makes his content so unique. It's like he's able to, in a 6-minute video, he can go from really funny to really sad, and then like really funny again, and it just transfers so fast, and like it works. It just works. Like he's a goddamn masterpiece of editing or something. I don't know. He got it. Let me tell you that.
Donkey knows.
As an editor myself, man, he's literally like, it's insane. His editing is so good. But yeah.
Master of editing. Also, I keep laughing. Something that the actual face of Video Game Donkey, I swear to fucking God, looks just like Nick.
What? I need to see this.
Like, I swear to God. Like, hold on. Let me see if I can find one. No, yeah.
Yeah, I can see it.
Facial hair, like if Nick had more facial hair, like I swear to God, they would look fucking identical.
That's actually very true. They do look pretty similar.
Oh my fucking God.
Right? Like, I swear to God, they fucking look like the same person.
He's got my hair.
What? You don't know, but he's your cousin. Get him on the show, Nick.
Long lost
We
cousin.
believe in you.
Show up at his house randomly. That really gets people interested.
Happy New Year, Donkey. I'm your cousin. Come on the podcast, please.
Hey, because be here for April 1st, okay? You need to play trombone, so learn how to play your trombone by then and learn how to sing.
No, you know what? On April 1st, we get Donkey as the host.
Oh my God.
Make it happen, Twitter.
Wait, Twitter?
I hope.
Are we going to be relevant in 5 years?
I don't know. You tell me. Are we even relevant right now?
I mean, have we ever been relevant?
We're not. Even if we're not, we're just 4 dudes, you know, having fun, jerking each other off in the corner, like
exactly.
Time.
That's
like,
exactly what this is all about. Yeah, no, you're totally right, man.
Jerk with 2 people.
Hey, you should come here more often. You know exactly what's up, man. Like,
hey, man,
I
should come here. I mean, listen, man. I think we're moving a little fast. At least buy me dinner first.
This is only our first date, after all. Gotta go slow.
I would like to claim this tree as my own.
Oh God.
I mean, I understand my name and what it might imply, but like, damn.
Okay, let's go back to let's go back to TV, shall we?
God.
Oh God, that was a while ago.
That was.
I mean, we have a lot to talk about still.
Yeah.
So, Jezer, you talked about Netflix being, or Crunchyroll as well, being your 2 main sources of media for TV shows and movies, etc., right?
Yeah.
What happens when you don't find a movie that's not on Netflix, or anime that's not on Crunchyroll? What do you do then?
It's funny you say that, because I'm looking at the topic list, and it's kind of funny.
What?
All right.
Oh, I get it.
I go on streaming websites that are like not allowed to do the stuff they do.
Oh, you're talking about the notes? I mean, that's the fucking reason we have notes.
Pirates.
Yeah, I know.
I think that's the reason why he said it like that.
Yeah, I know.
It's okay. I can answer this question too, by the way.
I'm sorry, I'm really tired.
I'm trying to be a good host. It's been 6 episodes. You should know that the notes are for the episode. What else are they for? I don't do these just so we throw them in the garbage can.
I know. At this point, like, don't even fucking like find me. I'm kind of drunk. I'm tired.
It's okay.
See, I'm a good host after all.
Yeah,
Get
it's me. I'm
drunker.
fucked up. All right.
Drunk yet.
Yeah, I go on streaming websites and I watch my movies not illegally actually because the only people who are doing illegal stuff are the people uploading it on the sites. When you watch them, it's not illegal.
True.
I
But
I
whatever.
guess, yeah. That makes
But
sense.
whatever.
Are you
Yeah,
that
I
in court?
go.
Go ahead.
Are you not
uh,
like okay, no, that's cool. Do you guys watch anything on streaming websites?
I watch porn all the time.
Yeah, no, but
But off that note, really though, I gotta stop with all the dirty talk.
wait, illegal porn? What?
Okay,
Is that what you're implying
I
here?
may
I
watch-
did mention streaming websites.
I'm just saying I did watch
2 girls, 1 cup, 1 time.
Oh,
video game
God.
donkey, if you know what I mean by donkey. um, to talk about a girl getting rammed with donkey dick.
Oh my god.
Jeez.
I am
Send me the
very,
link
very
after this. Wait, no, I didn't say anything.
Send
You
you
go
link
on.
after this. No, though. I'm not even joking though on this next topic. I actually usually do pirate a lot of stuff. Like, not even joking.
FBI, open up!
Download. Not again.
Fuck,
not
we
this
lost Kyle.
It's okay.
God. You need to have like a fucking video. You need to have like a sound effect panel. FBI, open up.
Just Metal Gear fucking, alarm alert thing sound.
Nick and I played a long time ago on Nick's stream, like Metal Gear Solid 1.
I remember that. I watched
And I
that.
took a 2.5 hour dump in the middle of it and didn't stop the stream.
I remember that too.
I forgot about that.
Oh
I
god.
gave Kyle permission to
I
just mess
was
around.
I was just talking with Kyle in chat while you were shitting for 2 hours. Yeah, I remember
Oh yeah,
that.
you were there. That's right.
Yeah,
That was a very eventful moment.
there was another guy too. I don't remember who he was, but
He stuck around. He watched the whole stream.
yeah.
But
I almost rage quit on that fucking one fight, but I'm not gonna talk about it because it's a spoiler.
yeah, it is.
But
Back on to topic though.
my
Like,
God,
I'm getting
Ant-
off topic again. Okay, Lollipop, Nick, do either of you two pirate anything? Like, have you guys ever pirated anything? And if so, like, where do you guys download your stuff? And I'm totally not going to be taking notes.
So
Yeah,
I'll
because
answer
we would
this.
never encourage anyone to pirate
So-
anything, because we're good people, and
yeah,
FBI, don't fucking come and kill us, please.
So-
Anyways,
To answer the question for me, I actually don't pirate stuff anymore. I used to pirate stuff,
yep,
but I
same.
don't anymore. I think for me, one, I've bought movies on YouTube. I bought
What?
2 movies recently.
On YouTube.
Yes, it was the only way I could get them.
You can buy
So-
movies through
What the
YouTube.
fuck? They're like $10 each. It's insane.
No, but it was. I bought High Society, 1955. That's a movie with Frank Sinatra, and I bought Robin and the Seven Hoods, 1965, with another Frank Sinatra movie. I couldn't find them anywhere else for cheap, so I was like, all right, fuck it, I'll just buy it on YouTube. So I bought that there, but I have actually pirated. I pirated one thing before. Now let's talk about 2 things. I pirated Skyrim once. That was a mistake.
Oof.
And then I pirated Sonic X and all episodes of Sonic X.
You weeboo.
Oh man, that anime?
That anime you were talking about earlier?
No, back then, back then I
He
was
says he doesn't watch anime. Look at him watching Sonic X, huh?
Oh, wait, we just
Weeb.
discussed it. It's not an anime.
Shut up, weeboo.
But,
You don't know what you're
I
talking about.
pirated Sonic X because back then I was a really big Sonic fan, and I couldn't find the YouTube channel that I had watched the Sonic X episodes on. I was like, all right, fuck it. I'll just pirate it. And I pirated it, and then I lost it years later because it's on a laptop that I don't use anymore.
See, I never really pirated anything other than, like, music, which, I mean, everybody's fucking pirated music, right? The thing is,
Yes.
my brother would be the one to download movies and shit for us and the whole family. So I never really had to do it. And by the time my brother wasn't home anymore, well, we had YouTube, we had, like, there was no need for it,
Streaming
really.
sites that make it so you don't need to download it.
Exactly. And
Yeah.
sometimes I would go and watch TV shows on streaming websites back when I was in high school, because Netflix wasn't really a thing back then. But now that Netflix is a thing, and now that Spotify is a thing, and all that, like, I don't really see the appeal in doing that. Like, they're cheap prices when you think about it. Like,
they are.
It's like, what, $10 for Netflix or $15 in Canadian, whatever? Like, you pay that a month. Back then, people, when they would go and buy movies on discs, for example, they could buy, what, 2 or 3 movies with $15? Well, now they have $15 a month. They have, like, hundreds of TV shows and movies they can watch whenever they want, whenever they want, on whatever platform they want. And it's like, why the fuck would I go and, like, either go buy a physical disc or pirate when it's so accessible and easy? Like, even if you pirate a movie on your computer, you can't watch it on your cell phone. You can't watch it while you're pooping or whatever, right? You can't listen to the podcast when you're driving because it's on your computer. You know what I mean? Like, it's so much more useful to just get those services now. And I think most of the reason why those services are so popular is because, well, people used to pirate shit all the time. You know, but now we don't have to.
See, the funny thing is, I don't actually, for my music, I don't use Spotify. I'm the one of the, apparently to other people, I'm one of the weird guys. I buy all my music.
Yeah, no, that's weird.
I really weird.
I don't use Spotify either, but I don't buy my music. It's because I use YouTube with AdBlock, really, and I don't really listen to music other than on my computer. So, like,
see, I listen to music everywhere. I listen to it in the car. I listen to it when I don't want to talk to people in school. I listen to it at home. I listen to it when I'm practicing, when I'm singing.
Exactly.
It's more like, for me, it makes sense because I'm a musician, and I know one day I want to be able to release stuff like this. So, for me, it's just like, I feel like if I don't start buying the music, which, by the way, I had over 200 songs pirated on my phone. I deleted all of them, and I just bought music that I like. So it's like, for me, I feel like I'm doing a disservice to the people that created this music, and instead of supporting them monetarily, I'm just kind of like saying, fuck you, this is going to be mine now for free.
Well, I get the appeal of Spotify, though, even though I don't use it. Like you said, if you're listening into it in your car or whatever, like, it's nice to have it everywhere when you want. And if I ever am in a situation where, I don't know, my PC explodes or whatever, or I'm traveling for a whole month, I'll probably get Spotify. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not against it or whatever. I'll definitely use the service, but it's just not useful for me right now.
Yeah. And this kind of leads back to what I was talking about earlier with, like, YouTube Music and, like, Google Music and stuff like that. Because, like, you know, when I'm heading to work in the morning or whatever, or, you know, if I have some downtime, or even when I get home or cutting the grass, wherever I'm not able to use, you know, my computer, it's really nice to be able to just have any music you want. Like, if it's on YouTube,
you have it.
If it's not, you have it. Yeah, you have like 2 entirely separate music apps, and plus it doesn't use up any battery if you do it as well that way. So it's great. So there's not really a reason for me to pirate or buy anything.
So yeah, sometimes I do listen to songs on YouTube on my phone, and I find it really annoying that, 1, I cannot close my phone to save the battery, and 2, there's so many ads, like, in between songs, and sometimes they're like 5 minutes long. I've had an ad once on YouTube that was 1 hour and 20 minutes. What is this?
The Lego Movie song. It's a 10-hour ad. For Lego Movie 2, they had a 10-hour ad of a loop of part of a song.
Why?
It's fucking horrifying.
I think it was called You Can't Get the Song Out of Your Head or something like that.
Well, fuck, after 10 hours, you sure can't.
Yeah, no, and it's like, there's a 10-hour ad of it, so it's like, what the fuck? Why did YouTube allow this? I'm obviously not going to watch it for the 10 hours.
Yeah.
But I'm like, I sat there for like an hour just because I got bored. And I took a picture. I'm like, all right, fuck this, I'm done. I just skipped it. It's like, I want to watch my video now.
Yeah, see, that's probably the only reason I'd get Spotify is for my phone. Like,
yeah, but the thing is, like, I used to use Pandora actually, and Pandora is awful with ads.
Agreed.
And it also sucks in terms of you can't pick the music you listen to. You can only pick a station. And then random songs from it play.
Terrible. Wow.
So, like, I want to play Christmas music. I'm not always gonna get my Bing Crosby and Louis Armstrong. I'm gonna get, like, I don't know. Let's throw out a name there: Ed Sheeran. or Shawn Mendes talking about stitches or something like that. I'm like, I don't care.
What?
I want my oldies. I want my old classic Christmas songs.
Out of context, that's fucking really weird.
Yeah.
It happens. It's happened.
Shawn Mendes, man, I stitched up 13 bodies together yesterday.
Oh my god.
That's the whole song.
Yeah, and I'm like going on that song and it's going just a lot of topic. I hate that song. So screw that song. I don't need to hear it when I'm trying to listen to Christmas music.
Now that everyone knows your opinion and everyone disagrees with it, let's move on to the Q&A section.
Shawn Mendes is awful. I'm sorry.
It's been an hour, and so if you don't know, Kyle, every episode we have the Q&A thing where people answer and then we talk about it. So we usually do it at the 1 hour mark. It's been about an hour, so let's get started. So, I forgot to take a screenshot of the question. Great, now I have to find it. God, I'm the worst host. Okay, there we go. I asked the community this week, what is your platform of choice for watching movies and TV shows? And so the first answer we got was from... and I wonder who this is, by the way. He's here every week. I don't get it. It's gotta be the same guy. So, we have Flex Sealed Coca-Cola trademark, who says Xbox.
I wonder who that could be. I bet it's fucking Huggy.
It's gotta be Huggy. I don't know. It's getting really weird. He's here every week.
And he's like stalking you again, I think.
Now, not only did he not understand the question,
he actually confused a whole bunch of people.
He actually confused everyone else because we have Jester here who said, PS4? So, thank you, random person that is totally not trombone and totally not the worst co-host of all time. But yeah, there we go. Anyways, thank you for the answer, Jester. We'll actually talk about it, even though it's not exactly what I meant, but I mean, he did answer that he watches movies and TV shows on his PS4. Now, what I meant was like, do you watch it on Netflix or whatever, right? But I would assume that on PS4 he would use Netflix or any kind of media like that, and so that brings up the question, like, he doesn't watch cable TV, or if he does, he doesn't as much as he does on PS4, and so I think it's interesting how most people don't watch cable TV at all. Like,
it's sad.
I don't think it's sad. I think it's a good thing. Like, all these fucking ads and everything is not good. It's not, like...
But
I don't agree
with
that.
McDonald's has 3 different sizes of Big Macs.
Well, you'll know it on YouTube.
But what if
I live in America too. I should know these things.
How am I supposed to know about the Angus burger?
Follow them on Twitter. I don't know. You don't need a 2-minute ad when you're watching Walking Dead to know about your fucking Big Mac, okay?
The only social media I use is fucking TikTok.
What?
Oh, Kyle, please, we respected you this whole episode.
No, I'm sorry.
You were gonna be a new guest on the show, and now you say these words. I'm sorry, man. I think you have to go.
Clock.
Alright, let's get Tremont back in here.
God, yeah. The mad lad actually left.
I had this crazy dream. Kyle said he used TikTok.
Oh,
the clock.
It was only a dream.
TikTok around the clock.
Yeah, man.
Okay.
Cock is funny, right? Ha ha ha.
Let's go to the next question before this gets even more awkward. Oh my god. Alright, next answer we got was from Alexi, once again, who says, I look for movies and films and series on Netflix, but if the movie isn't on Netflix, I'm gonna look it up on YouTube. Happy Tree Friends, for example. And also use streaming websites.
Me and Alexi know what's up.
So basically he uses the internet as his main source of anything for TV shows and movies. Basically the same as Jezer said. It's like, what's the point of using cable TV if you have access to the internet, right?
Can't miss the Flyers game though.
What?
That's really the only reason why we kind of have it. It's because my dad likes to watch football games and hockey games and such.
Yeah, exactly. Like, the only reason I have cable TV still is because my parents want it. And I'm like, all right, well, if you want it, you pay for it. I'm not paying for it. I don't watch it. You know, I don't understand. I feel like in a couple years, cable TV is just gonna die off entirely, and most people are just gonna be watching on the internet. Really, that's the future of TV, I believe.
You're gonna be able to say, "Hey, remember cable TV?" And then all the kids are gonna just look at you, and they're gonna be like,
Well, I feel like our
What is
generation
cable
is a lot more. They will watch movies and TV shows and YouTube a lot more. And
Oh,
I mean,
I would.
why? Who's gonna pay for cable TV when our parents aren't around anymore? You know what I mean? It's definitely gonna die off at some point, I believe.
"Oh yeah,
When the boomers die, so does TV.
Disney." Like,
There,
Oh
there
my
you go.
God.
What's
I was
funny
trying to
is-
put it lightly, but yeah, it's kind of what I meant.
I don't.
It's funny is like a lot of like different places are doing their streaming stuff. Like you have Netflix and Hulu. Disney is starting to get into it actually. With all their
Disney
movies
is
and
going
such.
hard, man. They're
Oh, yeah.
really trying to crush Netflix down.
But the thing
Definitely.
is,
Good luck.
I understand.
Oh, no,
Disney
no.
is all beloved and everything, but I don't know if they're gonna be able to do it.
I think they will. They have fucking Marvel on there. They have like
Well, they own Marvel,
they
as
own
well.
so many shit that they
but
just
they don't own Spider-Man.
not anymore. They don't.
Yeah, I like to mention everything.
But I feel
Ooh,
like
that.
that sucks.
Netflix been in a decline lately. I don't know if you guys heard
It
about
has.
it.
It
I
has
feel
been.
like
Yeah.
Disney is like in the
It
perfect
sucked.
timing to just finish them off and you
Oh,
know.
yeah. See,
like-
when I first got Netflix, it had everything that I wanted. It had House MD, had Red versus Blue. It still has Red versus Blue, but it's like it had Psych on
Well,
it.
it was the only service. Like they
Yeah.
were alone. Now they have competitors, and they don't have anything to offer other than Netflix originals. Which, let's be honest, you're not gonna pay Netflix
They're
to see
awful.
those.
they're
like,
awful. Apparently,
Some of them are
Oh,
good,
wow.
and whatever. But I'm not gonna.
Stranger Things.
Yeah, but like, are you gonna pay Netflix just to watch that one specific show? Because it's a
Yeah.
Netflix original. No, fuck
It's
it.
like, Hulu. I think Hulu does it worse than Netflix because you get a lot of stuff on Hulu when you get it. And I used to
Yeah.
have Hulu. I actually recently stopped using it. Hulu, you have to like subscribe to like a separate service. Like you want HBO shows, you also got to subscribe to HBO Now, and it's like, but that's an extra $50 or $60 on Hulu. It's pointless.
Yeah. I think that's the biggest issue, though, with most of. That's the reason why Netflix has been on a decline. It's because every fucking company that has a couple of good shows thinks, hey, we can start a streaming service, charge $10 a month, and
I
everybody will
hate
want to watch
that.
all of our shit. And then,
Yeah.
like, the moment AMC realizes that, like, hey, we can't start our own fucking streaming service with Breaking Bad and, or TBS realizes they can't start an entire network around The Office. They'll all eventually crash down and probably come back to
Mm-hmm.
Disney, whatever the case might be.
Whatever the most popular one is at that point.
And I mean,
Disney
Disney is
can
kind
buy
of
the whole
following
world.
suit. The thing is, Disney is probably the only one who can even manage to do it. They're following suit. Like they're taking their shit off because they're trying to start their own thing, and they're the only one who might, realistically. But like all these other companies,
No, they're not going anywhere. I mean, even Amazon
Yeah.
Prime TV or whatever, they have these exclusives, and I feel like that's what they try to advertise their platforms as. Like, hey, look, we have this exclusive TV show, like Game of Thrones, for example. I would watch it if it was on Netflix. It's not. So if I want to watch it, I have to go and pay that subscription, which is a whole month, and I'm not gonna go and pay monthly subscriptions for a TV show, just one TV show, because it's exclusive to that one platform. You know what I mean?
Yeah, fuck
Exactly.
that. I'm not gonna lie. Thing is, like,
Yeah.
I bought the first 4 seasons on Blu-ray.
Hmm.
That's expensive as hell, though. I kind of didn't realize it until I started doing it. It's like the first 2 seasons were $11.99, $12 each and such, and I'm like, okay, that's fine. But then when I picked up 3 and 4, it's like, oh, they're like $24 each. That's really expensive, and I'm sitting there, I'm like, I could go get HBO, and I'm like I could go get it now. I could go get it and basically have the rest of the series for cheap. But if I ever want to rewatch the series again, I won't be able to do that because
Exactly.
then I'll have to pay another $60 just to watch one entire TV show, which I'm not going to do. So I might as well just spend as much now, so then I don't ever have to spend money on it again. Because what's great is when I bought the Blu-rays, didn't realize it at the time. but there's a code that goes with iTunes, and I was able to redeem that on my Mac. So now I have those shows on my Mac, and I can literally sit at college, and if I'm bored, I can watch an episode of Game of Thrones if I want to.
That's pretty cool.
It's awesome. I haven't done it yet, but I'm going to.
But I think that's why most people aren't. Some people aren't aboard with that. Some people still watch cable TV, and some people still buy physical copies of movies for that exact reason. That if you pay for those services, you don't own any movie, you don't own any TV show. If the service decides to shut down their servers, you lose everything, even if you paid like hundreds of dollars over the years. Like, you don't own any of these things, and that's why some people don't trust it. They're like, nah, I'm not going into Netflix or whatever. I'd rather buy my own TV shows, buy my own movies, own them forever, right?
Yeah, and that's what I think is pretty ironic for me, because I pay $10 for, well, I mean, $15 Canadian for Netflix, and I pay like $12 for Crunchyroll.
Yeah.
But I absolutely fucking refuse to pay for like Game Pass or whatever, because I'm like, if I ever stop paying, I don't have the games anymore. But it's this exact same thing with Netflix, but I still pay for it.
I feel
I
like
don't know why.
I feel like gaming is a bit different because you have a lot more replayability on a video game than a movie. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, I mean, a movie
so
you watch once you've seen it.
yes, that's why I believe. That's why I'm not. It's not a big deal for me for Netflix to pay that and not own the TV shows or whatever. Because whatever, I'll see it, and if I ever want to rewatch it, I can probably find a way, right? Whereas video games, let's say all these games you bought on digital Xbox Store, right? In 10 years, what if Xbox services shut down? You lose all these games.
Yeah. Because you don't technically own the game, you own the license to play it.
You own the license, exactly. If Xbox decides tomorrow to shut down everything, they can't get sued because it's in their contract, their agreement of services, that they can't do that. And nothing is forcing them to keep the servers online forever. And we've seen this already with some games that are not available for purchase anymore. That if you never owned it, you can't buy it and you can't find it anywhere unless you have a disc. And that's going to keep happening more and more with more and more games, and at some points even services like that. And that's kind of scary to put your money like that into an online service that any day could shut down, especially for gaming, because like I said, games you can play for 10 plus years and still go back to, whereas movies not really as much, right? Yeah. So I'm more worried about gaming than TV shows, honestly, in that regard. But I don't know, are you guys, are any of you like one of these guys who buy everything on disc, or did you cave in and go digital fully?
I don't think you have to really ask me that question. I don't know about you guys. Nick, have you moved fully to digital yet? You still go. You say you go to GameStop, so you can't be, right?
I don't go as much anymore, but recently I haven't had a choice because games like Destiny 2 and Borderlands 3, even Borderlands 3 is not going to get a physical PC release. You have to buy it digitally.
Really?
And
yeah.
And it's like
PC,
it's stupid.
Yeah,
but I have to do it.
Like, that's actually been the case, though, for PC games for a long time.
Well, they give you a code or something on the disc,
right?
Well,
yeah. Well, no. What they do is, like, Destiny 2 or World War II are perfect examples. What they'll do is you'll get a DVD case. You pop open that DVD case. There's a plastic insert where the disc would go, like a piece of a piece of cardboard with the code printed on it in the shape of a disc.
I've seen that. That's fucking ridiculous. Yeah.
You should send me one for a Borderlands 3, Kyle, even though I already bought it.
You wish. I wish. I might get that game. I don't know. But
I'm doing PC because of crossplay. But if you get it for free on PS4, tell me. I'll take it from you. Or Xbox even. I'll take it from you as well.
Might get it. I don't know. It's however they decide to send it to me.
Yeah, but like, if you get it for PS4 though, I'll definitely just download it real quick and then we can play it together.
Understood. But this back onto topic though, what kind of Lollipop was kind of getting at earlier. Well, actually, Jez, before I jump ship, Jez, what about you? Do you buy stuff physical, digital? How do you like it?
Honestly, I don't really have a preference on either one of them.
They both have their
I
pros and cons, I believe.
Yeah.
yeah.
The thing is, it depends on what console. I'm like a diehard Nintendo fan, so I try as much as I can to get everything physical for Nintendo. But sometimes I get digital for example, I bought Smash on digital because I wanted to pre-order it and like play it at midnight and stuff. It's been so freaking long since I ever bought anything digital. Physical, I mean. I buy everything digital on Xbox and on PC, I mean.
I
I think
mean,
the last game I actually bought physical for PC, I think was Diablo 2 with the expansion like when it came out.
I feel like PC and
God.
consoles aren't the same thing at all. Like,
Yeah, no,
I
not
wouldn't
at all.
buy physical on PC whatsoever.
Yeah, no, never,
I
never.
remember
Not
when
these
you
days.
can't.
There's no point. Like, for
Yeah.
consoles, I get it, but you know.
But nowadays, like you can't fit the games on the CD. It's exactly like Xbox. I mean, nowadays even Xbox games. I
Mhm.
mean, there's most of the game on the CD, but you put the CD in, and the console's just gonna download the entirety of the game anyways.
Yeah.
And then your CD
Yeah.
just becomes the license, but it's a physical one instead of being in your account.
Yeah,
Yeah.
some CDs don't even have the games on them anymore. We tested
Yeah,
it
yeah.
actually with BO3. Like,
Yeah. Last time
mhm.
I have BO3 digital and you have it physical.
Yep.
And your CD wasn't in your console, but I connected my account on your console and we were able to play it just because I have the license.
And
But
keep
the
in
CD
mind,
wasn't
we
in there.
installed it on my Xbox with the physical copy, and he was
Yeah.
able to launch that physical download with a digital license, which means they're the
Yeah.
same. There's no
for BO3.
difference.
I'm guessing
thing
it
happens
probably
for
depends on what games, but yeah.
Oh, it does.
Yeah.
I mean, the biggest advantage that I've seen from people who buy physical games are people who want to keep the license, even though, like across multiple systems. Like, let's say you have multiple systems in your house, it's more useful to have that. A secondary thing is download speed. Like, at least where I live, have awful download speeds. So having it on disk, something that installs it from the disk itself,
Mm-hmm.
3 gig update or a 4 gig update. But that's nothing compared to downloading a 60 to 70 gig game plus
But
the
yeah,
update.
I could have seen that argument a couple of years ago, but nowadays games have patches on day one that are like 20 to 30 gigabytes,
But yeah,
and it's like I feel like you can't really, even if
So
you
cut
buy
it
it on
down,
disc, it doesn't matter at this point, you know.
True.
But back then, like Dead Rising 3, yes, you could download very much faster with a disc back then. But I feel
True.
like these days, it's like, if you were to buy COD on a disc, it wouldn't matter, man. Like, really. And the amount of updates you will get weekly after that, it's not worth it.
Oh, yeah.
And that's another thing that I think is a big point for most people to go digital is pre-downloading, pre-ordering, and stuff. You can start playing at midnight exactly, and pre-download it a month earlier or whatever. See, I wanted to get Spyro physical because I love the art box and everything, but I finally decided to get it digital because I wanted to be able to stream it at midnight and not have to wait, right? But it's like, it was a really hard decision because I really wanted to have it digital. I wouldn't say I regret it, but at the same time, it's like, I guess it depends. It was mostly because of the stream. If it wasn't for the stream, I probably would have just downloaded it, played it in the morning or whatever. But
Yeah.
I wanted to be able to play it at midnight. I had promised everyone I would, and so I bought it digitally. But I feel like for a lot of people, that's a huge deal because they want to be able to play whenever it comes out. And what happens is if you get it on disc and you have a bad internet, you're probably not going to be able to play until 6 a.m. because games are so huge, and those day one patches I talked about are fucking huge. So if you want to be able to play with your friends at midnight, you gotta pre-order digitally. I know GameStop sometimes does that thing where they will allow you to get your copy at 9 p.m. so that you can download the game and be ready at midnight. Which, some people disagree with because some people have faster internet, they can start playing at 10 or whatever. It's like, whatever, it's a whole debate, but really, I think that's a good thing mostly.
Yeah, and it's basically all games, by the way, nowadays. The only exception for some reason is fucking Nintendo, which, don't get me wrong, I love Nintendo, but like, make us do midnights for everything. It's like,
Oh
Why?
yeah. Nintendo
Oh.
are extremely like severe on
yeah.
that stuff.
I was
Mhm.
there for the Smash Bros. Midnight release with a friend.
Again, they're the only ones who make us do midnights. Like, if you go with any other game, something's really fucking obscure from an obscure publisher that nobody is going to be there for at midnight anyway, it's a 9 p.m. Call of Duty every year for the past 4 or 5 years.
Mhm.
Borderlands this year will be more than likely a 9 p.m. and that's for
Will
every
it?
store.
Here's
No,
the
I
issue,
know
though.
for my store, but
You still can't pre-download Borderlands 3 on PC. Even if you get a digital code for it, you can't pre-download it until
Yeah, but
midnight.
that's Epic Games' fault. It's a whole other
say,
I know.
subject, really.
And the thing is, everyone's called them out on it,
Gaming
and
has
it's just stupid.
It's just such a standard nowadays to be able to pre-download. It's like,
Yeah.
should be
yeah,
expected, but
it should be
no.
expected. Yeah, definitely.
I literally have to come home from work that day, download it, and then go to sleep.
Yeah. I mean, I understand that games are getting better and that they don't really have a choice to go digital, but I think they also really like the fact that they have to, because at the end of the day, they make probably a lot more money going digital than having
Oh,
disc,
huge.
because you could resell your games after a month and stuff with disc, and you could trade bring it back to GameStop or whatever. Like, now with digital, you buy the game, you own the game, and you can't get any kind of money back. You know what I mean? Sometimes I prefer physical. Sometimes I prefer digital. Depends on the game. Depends.
Black Ops 3 Juggernaut Edition.
Yeah, exactly.
I got
Collector's
that.
Edition, I think. I'm really glad they still do those. I hope they still keep going and keep doing them, honestly. Okay, well, actually we had one more answer for the Q&A, but we went really far. Doesn't really matter though, because the answer was from Kyle, which, hello Kyle, you're here.
Hello, hi.
I'm
Doesn't really matter. Oof.
No, but I mean, you're here, you've already
Fucking
basically
afterthought.
said that, but I'm still
No.
gonna read it. So Kyle says, honestly, I usually watch whatever through YouTube. It gives me background noise while I do whatever. But if we're talking shows and movies, I am pretty firmly in the Netflix camp, pirating camp. Personally, watching shows through my Xbox is Fire Stick. What the hell is Fire Stick?
It's like an Amazon, like, it's something you plug into your TV, and it makes it like a smart TV.
Oh, kind of like an
It's
Apple
like a
TV.
Chromecast.
So like Fire
Yeah.
TV, but
Yeah.
Oh, okay, that's cool. So basically, what you're saying is that you prefer watching stuff on your Xbox. Is it because of the living room feel kind of thing?
It's partially that, but really the main reason is, so like I have a weird internet setup, like where I have a normal internet that just fucking dies randomly, like Nick's, except like it doesn't die, where it
Mine
just gets
still-
really slow. Like it gets
Oh,
really
yeah,
slow
like
for a while,
mine.
like unusably slow.
Look how
Like,
mine
I'm talking,
dies
like,
literally in the middle of the
0.2
day.
meg down.
Oh god.
Mine will die at random times for 3 hours, and then it'll go back to normal. I bought a hotspot where I can watch unlimited Netflix, YouTube,
Ooh.
whatever from like T-Mobile, for a flat fee every month. And so I use that on my Fire Stick, generally speaking.
Okay.
So, but if I had to make a preference, yes, Xbox, because it does have that homely feel to it. It's nice.
Mm-hmm. But do you watch Netflix on your phone, for example? Or do you still prefer Xbox? I know a lot of people watch Netflix in their bed or whatever, right?
Yeah.
On their phone, but I don't know. Do you guys do that at all?
Yeah, I've been doing that recently because I've been watching The Office.
Mm-hmm.
I do
But
YouTube.
I watch it. Yeah, YouTube too, like a lot. I can go multiple hours in my bed watching YouTube. But yeah,
God
for
damn.
Netflix, I've been watching The Office, and I watch it in my bed, and I'm just like
Mhm.
6 episodes in a row for 2 hours. Then I go to bed at like 5, and
I did that.
I regret my life.
I would do that when I was working at that restaurant. I would be fucking destroyed in the morning.
Yeah,
And I'd be
yeah, I
like,
do
it
that
was worth
sometimes,
it though.
and sucks. Yeah, because The Office is awesome.
I'll probably do it tonight. I have class at 11, so I'm gonna be like, I need to watch my Borderlands YouTube. Since Borderlands 3 is being a thing now. Like, videos are coming out about it, so I'm like, I need to jump on this.
No, I mean I watch YouTube and Netflix in my bed because like my TV is right in front of my bed, so just all
Same.
day. Like if I want to watch something, my bed is basically a couch.
That's awesome because then you can like have the Xbox and the bed instead of the
That's
phone.
probably what's gonna happen to my room.
Yeah.
Like next time I move, if I ever buy a TV, I'm gonna put it on my wall in front of my bed.
I would love to do that. Like, yeah, I don't know. We'll see. I might do
It's
some
fucking
kind
so
of setup.
nice.
Oh
It's
yeah,
so
It's
I
nice
used
to
to
make
do
you
that
fat.
all the time. I don't know why I stopped. I guess when I got my PC, I became more desktop oriented. But yeah, for movies and stuff, it's nice to just lay it down and fucking watch.
It's great to be able to just lay down and binge a series.
Oh yeah.
Well, sleep though.
I remember I used to do that a lot when I was like younger. I'd watch YouTube in bed, and it'd be like it'd be like 8 or 9 o'clock. I'd be watching YouTube. I'd pass out. I'd wake up. My lights are on. My phone's dead. I'm like, I fell asleep watching YouTube.
You know, I can't fall asleep watching a movie or anything. I can't. I don't know. Like, it's like I get so invested in it or something. Like, I cannot fall asleep watching a movie unless it's like really fucking boring and I don't give a fuck about it, right? But for example, I couldn't fall asleep watching The Office in my bed. I don't know. I was never able to do it as a kid either. Like, I would watch a movie with like my brother or whatever. He would fall asleep after 5 minutes, and I'd watch the whole thing before even thinking about going to sleep. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if any of you do that.
Do you ever
No,
just
it
like
makes
watch
sense.
a movie and then like it gets stuck in your head and you just dream about it and like you dream that you were there or something like that?
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
No, not really.
I don't really fall asleep on anything either. I'm kind of like you. I get like sucked into it.
Mm-hmm.
The only times I do fall asleep on something is like YouTube when I just let the autoplay play.
Yeah.
And at some point, I'm just in my bed listening to it, and I just fucking fall asleep on it.
Yeah, I do
Or
that.
I actually fell asleep once watching The Office. And the morning after, when I woke up, I was like 10 episodes after.
Oh, God.
And I was looking at my freaking Netflix feed, and I was like, oh my God, where was I?
Yeah,
Oh
that's
no, what have I actually watched or not?
I've done that before.
It's the worst.
awful.
Yeah.
Like you'll be like you'll start rewatching something and you'll be like, but wait, I remember this part, and you can't remember if you like heard it
And
while
then
you
you
were
fast,
falling asleep
and
or
then
not.
and then you go to the next episode and you start watching it and you're like, wait, what the fuck is going on? And then you go back to the other one and you just look
Yeah.
for where you were for like half an
Oh,
hour.
wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, for longer than the episode itself.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's great. What else can we cover before we end this? Alright, Booty Boy Loves Terraria.
Oh God,
yes.
we're going on to that
Again,
again.
how do you want me to play
games
bad?
at some point.
Yeah,
Dude, yeah, I mean, I'd love to.
they were all like, why did you put this in the notes? I was like, well, we mentioned last episode that Kyle was trying to get trombone into it, so I figured I'd put it there in case we went and talked about gaming or something, but whatever, man. It's just...
Kyle,
No,
you still want me to play it? Like, I think I want to give it a try again because you made me try like a couple years ago, and mind you, a couple years ago was a long time ago.
Yeah, it's been
My
about
taste
4
has
years
changed.
actually.
My tastes have changed a lot, so I might like it now. I want to try
It
it.
was back on the 360 that we last played it.
Yeah,
Oh
we gotta
my
play it on
God,
the
yeah, I
one.
played a shit ton of it on 360.
We gotta play it on
the
the
game
one.
the game has like that power arc though. Generally, like it's so nice because you get so OP over and over again.
Yeah.
Mhm. But I think that's kind of what I don't like about it, though, personally. I can see the appeal of it for others, but for me, it's like...
But I mean,
I
the
don't
thing
like
is,
getting too
you
OP.
the thing is, you don't actually ever get too OP either.
Yeah.
Because the thing is, you start off the game, then you're like kind of a shit, and then you get good stuff for where you are. Then you fight the boss, and it's like not too hard, but not too easy at the same time because you got the best stuff you can get for that boss, and then you unlock new materials and new bosses, and then you get the best stuff you can. So you become really good against all the little monsters. But once you get against the boss, you're not getting destroyed, but you don't destroy it either. It's like really well balanced that way, and it happens like 4 or 5 times throughout the game.
Yeah. So gradually
Yeah.
you get like OP. It's
Yeah.
so nice. But like you don't get OP because like if you try to think you're OP and then you go to somewhere like late stage in the game, you get
Oh yeah.
fucking
Mhm.
Yeah.
instantly annihilated.
Yeah,
No fucking question.
you cannot get cocky in Terraria. You get fucked up.
some of the like mid to late game enemies have more health than some of the early game bosses. So if that
Yes.
puts it to perspective.
Dude,
Yeah.
what I would do is like I would run with Dr. Pepper. We would try to go as far as we can with our little shitty swords.
yeah.
And we're like, fuck it, I don't
Yeah,
feel like grinding for this. Let's just run.
All they had were like wooden tools.
We had cactus armor.
Yeah, with cactus armor, and we're trying to go through the freaking corruption, and they were digging tunnels through it. But like not the corruption.
We had a whole
what's
plan.
the other one called?
Crimson.
Like the red one.
We had the whole underground tunnel.
Yeah, they were trying to like dig an underground tunnel, but the spiders from the Crimson kept going in there and fucking them up.
God.
And then at some point they got to a tunnel where you can't actually break the blocks early game, and they got stuck.
Oh yeah, like one of the little caverns.
Yeah, and it was really funny because I was playing at the other end of the map because we were all on the same server, and for some reason we were 4 players, and it just became a freaking war.
Yeah, 2v2, man.
Yeah, but
it's the war, man.
The only thing the freaking feed showed was them dying over and over, and it was really funny.
Yeah, because Simon was like, "It's time for adventure," and we would start running in the dark. Then we would die. Yeah. Then we would respawn. And Simon would be like, "Don't worry, we got this time." Then we start running again. We die. We go back.
Oh no, man! We should stream all together. Like, Jez, you take Lollipop. Me and Nick will be together, and like we go to opposite ends of the map or something like that, and just try to fucking.
We try to meet each other.
Yeah, like one veteran and one noob, and like one teaches the other.
Do the worlds actually connect? Like, if you go right and we go left, far enough, do we meet at some point?
No.
It's like a big island, essentially.
Yeah.
It is a big island.
But it's not like a circle. It's
but there's an ocean at each end, but no, it doesn't connect.
Like,
you have to compete for the same resources because there's like only one jungle. There's only one snow biome. Like that.
And there's only one. Yeah,
we should do it. Let's go right now.
Everybody buy Terraria. Come on.
Oh boy.
Kyle.
Now that we said that, we need Terraria footage for this, right? Like last episode.
Oh yes.
Kyle, find me,
please.
Let's go. We'll play it, Kyle.
Hey, I'm just saying, man. I haven't bought Terraria for this computer, but like, or for any computer. But like, I'd be down, or I'd be down on Xbox or PlayStation or whatever. Just let me know the platform.
All right, well, probably PC. I think we all have it on PC. Tremont, do you have it?
No, I have to buy it.
All right.
I doubt it's that graphically intensive.
No, it's not.
Kyle, your little notebook can play it.
My fucking little
dude. My iPod 4 could run it back in the day. I think you'll be okay.
Kyle, do you need a beefy gaming PC? I got one for like $1,300.
Hey, if you want to send it to me for free, after all, you sent me that.
Yeah, I'm not buying you a PC. That's a good outfit. Not gonna lie.
We need pictures of that. That'll be the thumbnail. We need views, man. Come on, Kyle. Give us your body.
Give us your body. Guys, I can't run Terraria.
Oh no.
I have 12 megabytes of RAM.
That's way too much, man. That's fine. No,
my computer's.
No, but I have footage for this episode. We'll be fine. Don't worry about it. But yeah, we should totally play sometime though.
We can still play it though.
Yeah, no, we'll play it.
I'm down.
We could stream it.
Right.
Totally.
I'm being genuine, Jez. Like, even if the others don't, I'm down, Jez.
We definitely need to play it sometime.
I want to play it.
I hope you guys know I'm gonna be running with cactus armor, trying to get as far as I can.
That's what.
And I'm gonna be following you, trying to keep your ass alive until you decide to actually play the game.
Well, you didn't do that last time.
No, because last time you were like, "Fuck you guys," and left with Simon.
Yeah, it was a war, man.
I'm gonna sit there and just stare at Kyle the entire time. Like, Kyle, why?
What do I do?
As you and I think are gonna pull out our hair by the end of the game because Lollipop and Nick are just gonna keep fucking off and doing stupid shit.
Hey, Nick, adventure time. Let's go.
All right, let's go.
Grab your cactus. Let's go.
Wait, cactus?
Yeah, it's your cactus armor, man. You need it if you don't want to die.
Can I have a wood sword?
No, you don't need a sword when you know how to jump and avoid enemies.
You need a cactus sword.
A cactus sword? Is that even a thing?
Yes.
Oh god, I need to do that.
Everything you can make with wood, you can actually make with cactus. Because if you spawn in a desert, they allow you to still make everything out of cactus.
So you can make a house out of cactus?
Yes, you can make like
Oh
every single
my
furniture in the
God.
game out of cactus. You can make everything cactus.
Can I make you out of a cactus?
I'm pretty sure you can make an armor stand out of cactus.
I think you can actually make like a little figurine, like a doll kind of thing.
Can you eat cactus?
Yeah, that might be it. No.
No, I don't think you can eat cactus.
Cacti
No, I don't think
is
you can.
tasty.
Is cactus the best resource in the whole game?
Nope.
What do you mean no? You can make everything out of it.
Let him take it to the final boss, Jez. It'll be fine.
Oh
I'll
my
be
God,
fine.
yes.
Hey, cactus
We need to,
sword, cactus
we need to,
armor. I'm
like,
good, go. Let's
actually-
go. Let's kick his
We need
ass.
to actually play the game normally, and once we get to the Moon Lord, we just get all in
Yes.
cactus armor and spawn it.
Yes. You know how OP you would need to be to actually make that fucking work?
Oh my God.
I'm
You need to
patient.
be a freaking Terraria god.
Hey, listen, man. Even
God,
if it
and
takes
you still
20
need to
hours,
fucking
I'm down. Cactus, all the way in. We're
I think you
doing
need
it.
to beat the Moon Lord before you could actually fight the Moon Lord if you did that. Now, yeah, seriously, we'll set some goals up or something and make it so that it's actually interesting to do.
Yeah,
Is this
sure.
Minecraft but 2D?
Basically.
No, Minecraft is Terraria 3D. Get fucked.
Thank you, Lollipop. Will you marry me? Because that's the sexiest thing you've ever said.
Only if I can
Fuck
get your
you
booty.
yourself, you coward.
I will let you eat my booty any day, and I will
Alright.
eat yours too.
Well,
I'll lick it like a lollipop.
oh, God.
I hate that I just said that.
I'll stick the tongue in the crack and hope for the best.
I said no more fan fiction material, guys. Please.
Are you okay? Hey, I don't know what you consider fan fiction. After all, I'm supposed to be the one writing it, right?
Right. Yeah.
In a world where
You
Lollipop
can-
and Nick are having a relationship.
No, I don't want any relationship with you whatsoever.
In a
Okay.
world where Nick is just naked all the time and tries to get Lollipop, and Lollipop disagrees.
Wrote it in the chat, the fanfic.
What the fuck?
That's the fan fiction.
That's the fanfiction. Lollipop suck PP.
When you edit the podcast, you need to put a screenshot of
Didn't
this
even
in.
write my name correctly.
I know. Ollie.
Oh
No,
God.
not that kind of lollipop.
No. No. Okay, we need to end the episode. This is not
Yes.
going in the right direction.
It's only gonna get worse.
We
the
need
longer
to
we
get
let it
away. The FBI is gonna come knocking and be like, "You installed 500 songs, and you
FBI
suck
open.
PP. You are under
roll.
arrest."
And you suck PP.
And you suck pee-pee.
Oh God. All right. Well, thanks for joining us, Kyle. It was a lot of fun. Hope you
It's a
had a
pleasure.
good time. Yeah.
That was great.
Thank you, Jezer, for being here as always, and Nick.
Yes.
Fuck off.
Oh God.
Get lost. Don't come back.
If trombone is,
See?
if you see on the newspaper trombone disappeared,
I don't know what you're talking about.
it's not us. We didn't do anything.
It's not
Be
us,
an
it's
article
me.
for a lost trombone. You get scared for Nick.
We'll do a podcast episode about it though.
Wait, trombone's
Finding
lost?
trombone.
It's hell. What's this gonna be a freaking Discovery Channel documentary? Finding trombone.
How do you find the
Trombone.
trombone first?
Just
Someone
a
found
trombone.
someone
to
found
New
a trombone and traded
Any
it for a
trombone.
house.
First, you have to play the trombone in the middle of the jungle.
Second, you have to be naked with a long.
Nick runs out.
Then you
have
just
to
see
be
Nick.
naked.
It's that one picture. It's that one picture from forever ago with you dressed up like a car.
What?
Nick was wearing a car outfit once, and I don't remember the context. But like, it was a
Oh my
car. It
God.
was made out of
I
cardboard.
need this
Oh my
picture.
God.
Do you still have this
I-
picture?
I had to. So I had to make a costume for freaking marching band because we were doing that. I dressed up as a DeLorean.
Oh, that's what it was.
Oh no.
And I
God.
photoshopped it as something.
Oh yeah, you made like French horn and trombone guns out of it and such. It's funny as fuck.
It was fuck. I made so many fucking weird pictures for Nick.
You have that one where you just like it looks like you gave me makeup and I look really gay in a pink shirt.
But that's just any picture. Anyway,
What?
though.
God damn.
Sorry, the road is
Why?
just strong.
All right. Well, yeah. Thanks for joining us. I need to see the
Yeah.
picture though, Nick.
I'll see if I can find
I think Kyle has it still. I lost it.
I'll see if I can find it.
I
around
have to
somewhere.
see this. Oh my god. Well, thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Make sure you join the Discord if you want to be a part of the Q&A section next week. And don't fucking listen to Trombone's answer, because it's probably going to be wrong. So just read the question twice and make up your own mind. Don't trust Trombone with anything.
Why
You should know that by now if you've watched every episode.
I
But you
have
better
to
have.
ruin, it's
have.
tradition to ruin the intro at least once.
About that. Okay. We got a
And
couple
everyone demand
bloopers.
you back.
We talked a little bit about the bloopers video last week. Well, we got some
still
more
working
clips.
on that.
It's getting there. It'll be done at some point. All right. Anyways, hope you all enjoyed, and yeah, thanks again, Kyle, for being here. Thank you all for watching, and yeah,
Fuck
make
you,
sure
man.
you like, comment, subscribe, and donate your organs to us so we can keep going and do this. So
I need the
Lollipop
pee-pee.
suck PP in the chat.
And don't forget the 3 wacky numbers on the back.
the expiration dates.
And the first, and all the numbers in the front, and
Love
the
you,
name
bye.
on the card too. Name on the card too.
All right, see you guys later. Thanks for watching. See you next week.